This circuit breaker actually serves as a reminder for us for the goals that we set for 2020. And the most common complaints that I receive from my friends is that I don't have time. But now we have all the time in the world, but are we using these resources right? So a survey done last year actually shows that 45% of us do not have enough money to last our expenses for the next 6 months, with 21% adding that they couldn't survive the month if they were to lose their job. So in this current situation, that is something to worry about. The second most common excuse that we get is, I don't have money. And one of the reasons why we have that excuse or that reason is because for people like you and me, we are in a way controlled by social media to tell us what's the latest gadget we must get, what's the latest phone we might get, the latest camera, the latest place to eat, the latest things to drink. Like people now will give an arm and leg just for bubble tea. I mean, they banned it like just a couple of days back and people are dying to get bubble tea. So in a way, what we are doing is we are spending money we don't have to buy things that we don't need to impress people that we don't like. Even with higher level of education and financial literacy, 40% of us are still worried about money, 30% of us have no idea how to grow up well, 25% of us are afraid to invest, and 20% of us still keep our money in the piggy bank. But for me, I keep them in a handy purse. But fret not, because in today's video, we're going to talk about how you can save more money and potentially grow your money as well. Hey guys, my name is Jordan and welcome to my channel. So today we'll be talking about how we can save more money and also potentially grow them as well. Because with money, it actually gives you more options to things that you want to do in life. So this topic is actually something that is very close to my heart, because when I was much younger, I was spending a lot of money buying things that I didn't need at all. I was spending money on friends, going out with them for drinks, and some of these friends I don't even meet at all, like right now. But I do not regret a single bit, because if I would have started investing or saving more money at that point of time, I mean, this channel wouldn't even exist. So one of the reasons I actually create all these videos during this time is actually to help people. If I'm able to help somebody, even just one person, improve their life, I feel that I've accomplished something that I really set out to do. So there are a couple of ways that we can actually earn money or actually generate wealth in that sense. So one of the ways is to create time for money. That's something that people like me and you do, where we spend our time at work doing something and we get paid every single month. The other way is actually trading your skills for money. So this happens when you have a unique set of skills. So for example, like a doctor, like a lawyer, generally those people are paid a lot more, basically because they have the education, they have the skill. And the last way to earn money is actually using money to make money, and that is where you put your money into investments that actually pay you even more money in the future. So in my previous video, I actually put some tips out there, or some tools that I use to actually help me earn some passive income. Some of them start at $1,000, some of them start at $100. So it really depends on what kind of financial situation you're in. At the end of the day, something you have to understand is that there is no moonshot in the market, or there is no moonshot in life unless you are winning the lottery. On that note, you actually lose more money in the lottery than you win. So, alright, so the first way that we can actually save more money, or in a way to set out a budget to ensure that we save enough money for ourselves, is actually called the 50-20-30 technique. So what happens here is that when your salary comes in, you actually split it into 3 different baskets. You have the 50, where 50% of your salary goes in there to pay off your bills, your necessities, your insurance, your mortgage, whatever bills you have. Please set aside 50% of your salary just to pay that off. And then you have the 20%. This is where you put 20% of your salary for your future growth, like your retirement fund, or if you're like me buying stocks, this is where you put that 20% in. And the 30% actually goes into things that you want. So for example, I might want to buy a new camera. I got to save 30% of my salary to ensure that I do not overspend what I've allocated for that month, and ensure that I have enough to still pay my bills. So what the 50-20-30 strategy does, it helps you identify your needs and your wants. So definitely we need to put more money into things that we need. So for example, you have to pay your bills, you have to give money to your parents, you have to pay for your mortgages. If not, you won't have a house to live at all. And it lets you know that the things that you want, these could be things that you could live without. So one other way you can do it is to have 2 different bank accounts. One account actually comes in, and this is where the high yield account is. Ideally, it should be a high yield account. So your salary goes in there, and from that account, you transfer out what you need to pay your bills into another account called the expenditure account. So this expenditure account is where money goes out, and that is where you pay for your bills, you pay for your food, you pay for your transportation, you pay for your insurance as well. Because when I was a lot younger, I didn't have 2 accounts. What I had was just one single account, and I ended up spending all my money. Right, so we talked about how you can save more money with the 50-20-30 strategy, the strategy of opening 2 different accounts to manage your money better. So the last tip that I have can actually earn you a little bit of money as well. This is not going to be a huge lot of money, but you can earn a couple of dollars here and there. You know, a couple of dollars can go a long way if you know how to compound it. So all you need is actually just a mobile phone, just like this. And I believe that everybody has a mobile phone right now. And there are apps out there that actually allows you to earn money. And no, these are not scammy. Oh, please complete a survey and we pay you in Bitcoin or we pay you in Ethereum. So these are apps that I've tested and tried out. The first app that I have to recommend is actually Party Post. So this app actually works with different merchants, and these merchants use Party Post to actually market their product or their services. So what Party Post does, they pay you a certain amount, ranging from $1 to $40 to $50 depending on the campaign. And all you have to do is just post an Instagram post for them, tagging them in the post, doing an Instagram story. And the other app that I use is called Shopback. If you haven't heard, they're actually a startup in Singapore. They are similar to Ebates in the US. So what happens with Shopback is that they work with merchants and they market their products or their services or their e-commerce site on Shopback. So for example, like me, when I buy things from Shopee, instead of just going directly to Shopee, I actually go through Shopback and I earn a small percentage of cash rebate that is kept in my Shopback account. And it's amazing because they work with a lot of people like Adidas, Taobao, Shopee, Foodpanda. So if you are the kind that does a lot of shopping online, this is something that you can consider to help you save a little bit of money. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down here, down here, down here. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. Give me a thumbs up because that helps the algorithm a bit and it helps a small creator like me as well. And let me know what's your favorite way of saving money. Do you have a system like mine where you have 2 bank accounts? Or do you like putting in a piggy bank? Or do you do it in a fixed deposit? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video.